Good evening. I'm Master KK from Circle 96, your modern Feng Shui consultant. Today, we're going to show you a condominium that is going to be launched soon. It's called Parc Canberra. Parc Canberra is built by the Hoi Hub and Sunway, 495 unit, 99 years lease condominiums, EC. All right, so what we're going to share with you today, we're going to share with you a few things. We're going to share with you the luck cycle for the past 12 years, reflecting the next 12 years for people that is going to buy Parc Canberra. We're also going to talk about the characteristics of the family members, and we're going to talk about the health issues of the family members staying in Parc Canberra. We understand that Parc Canberra is not on sale now, and the sale is going to start this weekend. The reason why we're doing this is because we know you have a hard-earned money, and to pay for $1 million condominium is going to be very expensive for everybody. It's going to be a big investment. We just want to let you know what you're buying, understand your environment, and make a very informed and clever decision. Why are we doing this? Circle 96 is not paid by any property agents or developers to do this. We're doing this so that you are informed and have some knowledge of what's going on before you make any purchase. Now, Feng Shui is actually an environmental study, and to be simple, it's just geography. So we're just looking into the geography, the street directory of the area, and tell you the three characteristics that we just mentioned before. Without further ado, let's go into it. All right. First, we're going to talk about the size and the shape of the land. Rather than not the size, but the shape of the land. Where is it located? And from the east of the house, we're going to talk all the way and cover 12 years to the northeast of the property. Okay? Each property, each cardinal represents a certain person in the family, and each cardinal represents a certain organs, parts, body parts in our body. All right? And also represents a certain year. So this is just going to information we're going to share with you. Again, this is an off-site. We are not on-site yet. We've not done this analysis of this property because it's not built yet. The TOP will be in 2023. Okay. Parc Canberra is seated on a rectangular plot of land between Canberra Walk and Canberra Link. Okay. So there is a little missing corner on the east side of their property. Hence, the challenge for this firstborn boy, the very firstborn boy in the house, would be decision making. He probably will have a lot of decision making problems. He's pretty critical minded. Okay, problems in challenges in making decision. So this east side of the house also represents the legs of the family members, the liver of the family members. Now the family members have no issues with the legs and the liver. I have a bit of concern for the boy. The concern for the boy is that he doesn't like to sleep early. That's my only concern. This boy has it's a very flexible boy. This boy has a lot of friends, know a lot of people, hardworking, okay? But he doesn't like to sleep early. He has a lot of benefactor. Benefactor, I mean people that is like a teacher, bosses. They like to teach him. They like to share things with him. They like to groom him. So he's very lucky. Okay. What can we tell you more about this boy? The boy thrives better overseas. Okay. Good. For 2023, it's going to be a good year for you. It's also a year of changes. Oh, needless to say, because TOP will be 2023, so you'll be moving into your new house in 2023. Or hopefully it's earlier, 2022. Okay, but 2023 we see a changes. This can be a big changes. Okay, a huge changes for everyone that's going to stay in Parc Canberra. All right, let's talk about the southeast of the property. Southeast of the property represents the firstborn girl in the family, and I'd like to congratulate you if you are a firstborn girl or you have a daughter. If you're a parent already and you have a daughter, I'd like to congratulate you for two issues. First, this is a very entrepreneurial girl. She is good with business. She's good with sales. If you are a firstborn daughter, if you're in the sales and marketing, if you're a salesperson, you're a business person, this is a perfect house for you. If you're an insurance agent, you're a property agent, this is also a perfect house for you. Okay. If you're into branding and marketing, exactly, this is also a perfect house for you. The second thing I want to congratulate you is that this little girl of yours, the firstborn girl, is very righteous. Yes. And second thing, the third thing I want to congratulate you is that this little girl is also full of friends, has a lot of friends, has a lot of benefactor. Okay, so congratulations if you are the first daughter, or you have a daughter, or you are yourself a first daughter, first born in a family, first girl in a family. Okay, however, the temperament of this little girl needs to be shared and improve a bit. Kanchong spider, a little bit snap. Okay, so but nonetheless, I see more good things than bad things. Okay, and the year 2024 and 2025 will be a good year for you. Okay, grab it, cherished it, and hope you will make a lot of good year, good business, good bonuses that year. Okay, 2025, towards the end of 2025, between 2026 and 2025, and the cross between the 2025 and 2026, it's going to be a fantastic year for you. So 2025, you're going to expect big bonuses. Very happy for you. Okay. However, let's touch on 2026. 2026 is the south of the family, south of the property. The south of the property represents the second born girl. We need to say you have a daughter above, and then the second girl, the sister, the Mei. Okay. So we like to highlight to you a little thing here. If you're a second born daughter already and you're thinking of purchasing this property, ask your mommy these questions. When she was carrying you in the stomach, was she having a terrible pregnancy? Or when she was delivering you, was she having a terrible labor? Or when you were growing up, was it a challenge for her? If it is, then if you are having a second daughter, I want you to be careful. Seek yourself, find a very good gynae. Also, towards the end of 2025, beginning of 2026, I want you to be careful. Do not be a guarantor for anybody. Do not be loan anybody any money. Do not go into something speculations of shares and stock that you're not sure of or careful. Not an expert in. Okay, just be careful because you earn good money in 2025. I don't want you to just overnight, just gone bust overnight. Okay, so again, for the second daughter of this family, I want to congratulate you because she has a lot of friends. She has a lot of benefactor. She's also a very hardworking person. She gives and she doesn't want returned. Okay, or rather, she is a person of a giver. She's a giver. Okay. Having said that, she's also somebody that has a lot of ideas, a lot of flexibility, creative. Okay, so she's good. She's very good. The second daughter also has expensive taste. Okay, then you know. So daddy and the family, please work very hard. The year 2026 will be a year that starts off a little bit rough and gets better towards the end. Okay, it gets even better towards the end, exactly. So just be careful between 2025 and 2026, the transition period. There may be some people who try to come and ask you to invest something. Don't do it unless you really know what you're doing. Okay, good. The health issues, I don't see any health issues for the 2026 or for the south area. Okay. Maybe, just maybe, you want to take note about your breast for ladies out there. You may want to do a regular screening. Okay, that will be just one concern. All right. Other than that, I'm okay. All right. Let's come to Southwest. Before we talk about Southwest, people will be wondering, why are we doing this? We're doing this because we have the knowledge of Feng Shui and we're not paid by the developers, nor are we paid by any property agents. We want you to make a decision. We want you to make a very clever, informed decision before you purchase a property. And if you have purchased a property, at least you know what you have purchased. All right. And this is free from you. If you like our videos, you may like our Facebook, follow us because we have a whole library of other condominiums that is in our Facebook video. Invite your friend to like us, invite your friend to follow or come and take a look at those videos. A lot of condominiums that is stated and analyzed by us already. If they like what they see, like us, if they like some properties that they are looking at, please advise them to come to our Facebook and look into our library first. If they see something, study it before you go and make a purchase. After all, $1 million and above is really hard-earned money. Okay, let's talk about the southwest of the property. The southwest of the property belongs to the mother of the family. Mother of family is very good. 多财 money, no problem. She has 偏财, she has people support her. She also has very good vision. I have no worries about mommy in the family. I think she's very strong. It's just that she needs to be careful about her digestive system. Okay, or rather, generally, everybody in the house have to be careful about the digestive system. Okay, not major problem. Just be careful of what you eat, and that'll be fine already. Okay, Southwest also represents the year 2027 and 2028. 2027 and 2028. Now, I wanted to tell you that the beginning of 2027, you probably will have somebody who comes and borrow money from you. The worst scenario for 2027 will be there'll be a close one or a close family member that passes on. All right. Yes, it's not pleasant. So try to spend as much time as you have with your parents, especially you know that they are aged already. All right. Spend good time with them. Nothing to worry because we all know, so long we love them when they are around. I think we have done our parts as children. Okay. Good. Other than that, I'm okay. I'm not worried about the southwest area. Mommy, don't worry, you're good. Okay. 2027, 2028. Just be careful with people who wants to cheat your money or swindle money away or try to scam. Okay, just beware of that. Then if you are just an honest, not greedy person, nothing to worry about. Okay, let's talk about the west of the property. The west of the property, you have an international school, Furen International School, and the west of property, a school is fire element. So the west is mental element. It shows that there'll be a slightly difficult year for 2029. 2029, the west also represents communications, also represents a dental, and also represents a throat. Happiness also represents happiness. So 2027 will be generally a very challenging year for the family members. Small issues, very easy to address. However, so long you know your property, so long you understand what is the X-ray, the ups and downs of your property. It's just like doing an X-ray on your property. You can handle it and surf through those years with ease. Not to worry at all, nothing to worry at all. Okay. Yes. However, you may want to address your west corner a little bit because west is 2029 towards the end was also going to have a big changes. Okay. Now west represents the third born girl. That means you have two sisters above her. She's the third born girl. This little girl, she needs a lot of love, attention. Okay, she is somebody who's a giver. She works very hard, but she's not being appreciated. So maybe a little bit of encouragement for the parents would be very good. Okay. Find yourself a good dentist. I think a good dentist comes a long way. All right, it's not difficult to find a good dentist. Also, 2029 will be a year of, like I said, it's going to be a big changes. It's going to be a transition period for career change or for marital status or for status generally as a person. Maybe you join the army or your children's going to the army or go to a school. Okay, just going to the primary school. That's a change of status from a child to a school children. Okay, so that's also a change of status. Does it mean that the year of 2029 is not going to be any good year? No, 2029 will be better towards the end of the year. Okay, towards the end of the year, very good. Same as this, if your third daughter is not at her best situation, don't worry about it. She gets better as she aged. Okay, so if you have a third daughter in your family, the third born girl in your family, your life gets better as you aged. Okay, just like a good bottle of old wine. Okay, you age better. All right, so let's talk about 2030, 2031. That's the northwest of the family, of the property. It also represents the father figure. It also represents the lung and the head. Generally speaking, the daddy in this family is very hardworking. Also very flexible and knowledgeable, and very resourceful. However, I want to warn you, year 2030 and 2031, be careful of at least two betrayer. Do not lend money to anybody. Do not take up loans and be a guarantor for anybody. Do not speculate in the stock market unless you're very sure what you're doing. Do not take part in the money games unless you have been informed and guaranteed a few things. All right. So generally speaking, 2030, 2031, lay low. Don't go and do big movements. Lay low, you'll be okay. You'll be perfectly fine. Okay, because if you try very hard, sometimes what we call in the military is hantak kaki. That means you just go around and around and nothing gets accomplished. Okay, so just lay low, stay humble, don't be greedy. You'll be okay. All right. Daddy in the house are also somebody who, like I said, is hardworking. But your authority has been challenged. Meaning to say your authority is at home, or if your authority at home has been challenged, perfectly fine. We all men have no authority at home, especially today. It's Valentine's Day. We all know today is very important for the ladies. Okay. So second thing, Daddy, you want to watch out your family. Generally, the family members want to watch out on the migraine issues. All right, address it. It's easy to address, but someone has addressed it. So the next question a lot of people ask is, you've seen betrayal. Can we avoid it? Yes, you can't. Psychologically, so long you know that year is going to be a challenging year, just lay low, just low profile, and stay humble, then you'll be okay. All right. So, Daddy, please, don't make any rash move. All right. If not, year 2032, which is also year 2020, this year, the north of the year, you're just going round and round and round because you make a wrong decision in 2031, 2030, 2032 is just going to be Kentucky again. Remember, check, recall, how was your 2019? If your 2019 was a challenging year, then 2020 is going to be a year of recovery. Do not make anything rush again. Stay low. The opportunity comes in the mid of 2020. Okay, that means June, July area up to August. That will be the transition period for you. You'll be a life-changing, life-turning transition. It could be benefiting you, and this year it could be also a year of happiness, a year of communications, gathering, bonding with the family. Okay, North also represents the second-born boy. Now, North represents the second-born boy. It also shows that this boy is a very a boy that likes to work or be together in a family or in a community or a group of people. Very, very, very sociable person. Is there any health issues you need to take note? Yes, for people who purchase Parc Canberra, I'd like you to take note of your kidney. If your memories and imaginations and creativity is not so good, then you know your memories, your kidney is also not the best situation. You want to enhance it. It can be enhanced easily with just a simple clock or a mirror. But come and see us, okay? This boy, the second boy, tries better if he goes overseas. Overseas, I don't mean ASEAN country. He needs to really go either Europe, Middle East, or America, Northern America. All right, he needs to go further away from you. All right, South America, doesn't matter. So long he is not in ASEAN, he must be away from ASEAN, and then he thrives. So if you're a second boy in a family and you're not a father yet, yes, you want to go overseas, and your business or your work will be better. Okay, watch out in your memories, your kidneys, and so apart from placing a few things in your house to improve your feng shui, you also need to look at your diet. Okay, so feng shui is yin and yang. So yang part, the yang is we address your family, we address your feng shui. The yin is you must self control. Okay, no point we address your house Feng Shui properly and then you start taking in a lot of unhealthy food, ice cream, salty food, and then don't drink water, and then it's not going to help. Okay, so subconsciously and or consciously, you need to know that your kidney is not so good. You need to improve on it. Okay, good. Now we come to the final, the northeast area of the property. The northeast area of the property tells us that some members of the family members may have sinus or lower back and shoulder issues. Can be addressed easily. However, because there are a lot of empty plot of land between Canberra Walk and Canberra Crescent, we don't know what it's going to do. We don't know what they're going to make. This shoulder or back or lower back and nose issues may take a bit of time for you to recover. Okay. Northeast also represents the third born boy in a family, and the third born boy in a family, I must say, he is a pretty entrepreneurial person. He'd be good if he goes to retail business. His opportunity is also overseas. He works better. He tries better when he's overseas. Basically, people in Parc Canberra, I see a lot that you need to go overseas or work for an MNC company. Okay. Career-wise, overseas, yeah. But for health issues, I'm more concerned for health issues because Circle 96 focus a lot on harmony, family harmony, and then health issues before prosperity. So for harmony-wise, try to take as many holidays as possible with the family. All right. This 2021 and 2022, try to travel as often as you can. This will build bonding for the family, for the third born son in a family. He can go overseas to study or work overseas. Better for him. He'll become better as he aged. Okay, this boy is going to be able to command, make a lot of money, make a good living as he aged. All right, much later in life. Okay, don't rush. Anyway, we all live long lives, so why rush? Why rush him? Okay, there's no benchmark on by what age you must be how successful and by what age you must accomplish something. No, there's no benchmark. Let the boy thrive. Let the boy take his time to groom himself. Let the boy grow. Okay, not to worry. All right. Having said that, we come to the end of the whole analysis for Parc Canberra. If you like us, follow us on Facebook. If you want more information or you want to let us help you select a better house in Parc Canberra, all you need to do is just click the link below. Come and see us. Make an appointment. Come and see us. Bring your floor plans along, a hard copy of the floor plans along, and we can help you either by selecting your house or we can tell you more about the characteristic of the family members, the health issues of the family members, and the life cycle of 12 years for the family members. All right. If you have made a purchase ready, of course. If you're not, if you want to help us to help you, come and see us. Just click the link below. Make an appointment. Come and see us. Okay. Once again, I'm Master KK from Circle 96, your third generation modern Feng Shui consultant. All right. Modern Feng Shui for modern living. Bye bye. Good evening.